Right, Pride of London. London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC, let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in tonight. I hope everyone is doing well and winning as per. First and foremost, guys, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash it like Bowley's missus. Let's have it right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button right now. And we got the notification bell, ding dong. Let's have it right, all that jazz. And we got the Minerals FC membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone is sweet, gravy, all that jazz. But first and foremost, guys, we've got something here for every single one of you. All the Minerals FC Ultras, bruv. That's what we got here. This is you here, right here. Minerals Generals, every single one of you lining up, ready to land your minerals. And I want every single one of you to land your minerals in the chat. Every single one of you, make sure you do that. And make sure you like the video as well. So everyone is doing well. We'll quickly run through the chat and see who's in here. We've got Leo in here. Big up to Leo. Big up to Bartek Minerals. He says, we don't want the cement booted fraud back at Chelsea. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Let's get him in the cementrals, bruv. Let's get him in the cementrals because this guy, we're going to get into it. Don't worry. But big up to Leo. Big up to Leo, mate. We got Johnny in here. Two Snakes. Chelsea are set to ask Lukaku if he wishes to revive his career at the club under Pochettino, and his return is not yet ruled out. Via the Telegraph. Rats, bruv. Big up to British Patriot, my member. He said, big up, Johnny. Big up, everyone. Big up to British Patriot. Big up to Mr. Minerals Medina. Big up to Chelsea, Mitchy boy. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Let me run down the chat. Big up to Anna Chelsea as well. Hope she's doing well. Let's have it right. John CFC, Nick, Tahar's in here. We got Alan Hilson, my geezer. Big up Johnny Minerals up the Chelsea, mud the wrong uns. Let's go. Let's go. We got Jamar Jones. Captain Crunch is in here. Big up to Neil. Who else is in here, bruv? Cursor's in here. Big up to Cursor. Let's run through. Let me go through. Gabriel's in here as well. Big up to Gabriel Hermax. Rabid Blue Blood. Wads is in here. Bartek, come on, land it, bruv. Meth mode maniacs. Come on, bruv. Up the Chels. Up the Chels. Who else we got in here? Edu Sucks Toes is back, guys. Ghost is back. Everyone's in here. Come on, guys. Land your minerals. Cots just is in here. Tony Tiger. Learning since like get in the chat. Let me know you're live and locked in and watching the channel. We've got CFC Callum as well. Big up to my geese as always. Chelsea old boys for the soup minerals. He says smash the like, subscribe, or remember to the very best platform and voice for Chelsea. Driving back from Worcester, but listening. Big up chat. Up the Minerals FC Ultras. Up the Chels. And as always, for my geezer, we got the Minerals FC Ultras here. But it's always a tradition on the Minerals FC. We see things that they'll never see. And that is the facts. That is the facts. Unfortunately for these wronging owners, they don't see what we see. And they don't care about what we see. But they'll never see what we see because they're not Chelsea. They're not proper Chelsea. They don't understand the club. It's an absolute disaster from the get-go ever since they bought our football club. And there's nothing to praise them on. Absolutely nothing to praise them on. Big up to Edit Man. We got, who else? George Campbell. Big up to you. He says, Land and Minerals, Johnny, CFC Ultras in Hammersmith. Poch is a no, and fuck Lagaka. Fair play, bruv. We know it. Patrick Bateman, Daryl's in here, Alex, Aaron Smith, big up to Aaron Smith, says Minerals, come on, you got it. Strays is in here, big up Johnny, lad. Spurs away, tick. Oh, he's going Spurs away. Come on, you got it. You landed it. Big up to Joey Hackney as well. Big up to everyone in here. Bill Boy, Mortal Technique, Jim B, Coach is in here. Guys, get in the chat. Let me know you're landing your minerals. I want to hear what you got to say in the chat. I will try and pay close attention to the chat as always. Well, not as always. I'll try. I'll try, guys. But obviously, let's start off with the sort of the breaking news throughout the day. I mean, it's been pretty relentless, to be honest. But we'll quickly let me get it up on the old Twitter and that. So let's get it up. Let's get it up. All right, so we got here Mauricio Pochettino at Chelsea. Negotiations are entering the final stages. We are still waiting for the formal contract to be sent, checked and signed. Pochettino would join in June, not now. And that's Kingpin Brown Envelope Romano. Now, this is funny because are they going to mess up the contract like they did for Ziyech on deadline day and send him the wrong paperwork? Well, they got enough time. Or are these pigeons flying these paperwork? When's the deal going to be done? Normally, you just announce it. Job done. It's done. Like, what's there to discuss? Why are you not drawing up the contract anyway? What's in that contract? What's in it? What's in the contract, guys? Have we got a no dressing room policy for Bowley and Egg Barley? A no training ground policy for Bowley and Egg Barley? Is that what's in the contract, guys? What's in the contract? Let us know in the chat. What's in the contract? We don't know. We don't know what's in the contract. But hopefully it's not yes man tax. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully it's not that. Big up to Francis Winters in here. Big up to Bart. He says, check Matt Fraud Lord, Johnny. I'm blocked, so I can't see nothing that geezer writes. And to be honest with you, it's best for me, to be honest. Better for my health. So, look, it's looking like it's imminent, but let's have it right. Pochettino to Chelsea. There's no consideration about where he's come from. And everyone goes, oh, stop kicking up a stink about it. He's come from Spurs. Mourinho was at Spurs. Conte. They all went to Spurs after Chelsea, not before. When you think of Pochettino, you think of Spurs. You don't think of any other club. That's what you think of. That's where he spent most of his time as a gaffer. That's where everyone goes, he was so successful in failure, As Jose Mourinho would say, successful in failure, a specialist in failure, especially that club. That club ain't got no minerals. That club's a tin pot club. Club never going to win anything. And forget about winning Premier League title. But let's have it right. It was bottled. And it shouldn't have been bottled, but it was. So everyone's moaning about that. Oh no, you got an agenda. You're an agenda merchant because he's come from Spurs. Well, yeah, I do. I do, and I'll tell you this: he better hit it. He better land it. Now we're all forced to back this guy because he's the gaffer at Chelsea, and we love our football club. But don't get it twisted. Don't think for 1 second this guy has a bad patch here or there. He's going to get it. It's just standard. I mean, there's already a divide in the fan base. Can you not see what these owners do? They're very good at it. They're very, very good at it. But what they do is they create divides in the fan base and it becomes toxic and you get sides and wars happening. And that's what's going on at Chelsea. There's no unity at Chelsea Football Club. There's no togetherness. There's no team spirit. There's no fight. It's all fight against each other and each other's opinions and agendas and this and that. And that's very sad. From a club under Thomas Tuchel with Roman Abramovich, we had unity. We were together. We finally had a gaffer where we could all work towards something special and build upon what he'd already landed at the football club, winning Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, and getting into the finals, dealing with Lukaku's cement-booted rat, contracts, injuries. I mean, the sanctions. It was just relentless, bruv. But this is the thing. Like, Pochettino is still a downgrade on Thomas Tuchel. There's nothing you can say to me. No one can say anything to me. He's a downgrade from Thomas Tuchel. Potter is a downgrade from Thomas Tuchel. All right? He's even a downgrade from Pochettino. You see, what the owners have done is they've gone in and met halfway because they still want to instill this nonsense model of buying youth from all different continents on long contracts, low wages, and we want to develop these players. And Pochettino's seen as the perfect candidate to develop players. He's just a good coach. He's not elite. He's not world class. He hasn't won the Champions League. And at the end of the day, if you haven't won the Champions League or you haven't won multiple titles or back-to-back titles, then how can you be put in that bracket of elite? First thing. Second thing is, why the hell are you in the hot seat at Chelsea Football Club? So we have to question these things. Now, Nagelsmann, again, I wasn't convinced with Nagelsmann. Everyone's going, oh, he's better than Nagelsmann. Oh, Nagelsmann wasn't actually that good. My first choice is Luis Enrique. Always was Luis Enrique. And if you can't get Luis Enrique, you go and get a world-class, elite-born winner in Jose Mourinho. But at the end of the day, this ownership didn't want to go down that route. They didn't want to go down that route. They don't care about the winning side of things. They care about developing their squad that they've assembled. They've assembled the squad. That's the difference. That's the difference. You're not bringing in a gaffer to go, we're going to build with you. We're going to give you the keys. We're going to take your advice. We're going to build a team that everyone wants to fear. We want to go and win multiple titles. There's none of that talk. There's none of that ambition. It's we're going to go and handpick based on our data and what our data tells us and what the advisors tell us outside of the gaffer. And we're going to go and buy all these young talents and we're going to get Gaffer in who's going to be able to develop these players. This is the level that Chelsea Football Club is now at. It's what we've become. We've become a feeder and development club. We're not a winning machine anymore. All right? And anyone that thinks that Pochettino is going to come in, all right, he should, at a minimum, get top 4. A damn minimum. You got no European football. You got no excuse. You're playing one game a week. You be right up there. If not, challenging. Hello, Boleg Barley. We spent 600 million. Yeah, so we expect to be right up there. But isn't it interesting? We don't have a core in our team. That's a problem. It's a problem. How's Pochettino going to do that? Is Pochettino an elite problem solver? No. Is he very versatile? Not really. When you look at other gaffers, they're versatile, they have their philosophy and they adapt. Is he a good in-game manager? I'm not sure. You see, I hear all this thing of trust the process. We've been trusting the process for a whole season. We've got worse. We've gone from top 4 to 11th. We're out of every competition. We're out of European football. Trust the process. Nice one, fellas. And then you say, no, Pochettino needs time. He needs time. Give him time. All right, cool. No, we ain't got time, bruv. We ain't got time. We're on the owner's time. The owner's time, yeah, they got all the time in the world. They just want to develop these players. They don't care about us competing. It's a big problem at Chelsea Football Club. And sadly, everyone's going to find out later on down the line. And it is what it is. Now, I hope for his sake, that he actually performs. And he gets the best out of this squad that's been ripped and gutted apart, and he will continue to be gutted apart in the summer. I hope that he has the minerals to deliver at Chelsea Football Club, because if he doesn't, he's going to have a very short stint. The supporters won't accept it. It's already divided at the minute. And if it doesn't go very well and there's a rough patch, it's going to get fucking heavy, bruv. Yeah, it's going to be some heavy minerals landing everywhere, bruv. People are not going to be waiting for this guy to deliver. And at the end of the day, we have settled for the best out of a bad bunch. The list that was provided to us by the ownership is poor. It's poor. Shocking. Company and Angie and all this nonsense. All right. We didn't go for Luis Enrique's elite. You got Johan Cruyff DNA philosophy, and you've turned that away. You don't send those ones back. You take those. If you got the opportunity to implement Johan Cruyff philosophy into your football club, that's what you give time to, because the rewards are delightful. If you love the beautiful game, anyone who loves the beautiful game, loves football, knows that Johan Cruyff is the Don, he's the GOAT, he's the minerals general. Well, Pep Guardiola is succeeding and doing very, very well. Very, very well. Why can't we have that at Chelsea? Why are we settling for an ex-Spurs manager? It's just ridiculous. And the funny thing is, I've seen so many supporters, they're just accepting it. They're like, yeah. Poch is gold, he's magic, all this shit. All right? Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when he comes and what he's going to do. And of course, we're going to back him like we're forced to back Potter. We're forced to back Pochettino. We're going to back him. But is he elite? No. You go and get an elite gaffer at Chelsea Football Club. You don't muck around. And I get roused up all the time because these fucking clowns of ownership, all right, have destroyed us. They take us so far back. Everyone's going, oh, it's great for the project. We can develop. What? You're happy to be a development club, are you? That's what you're saying. That's your narrative. You want to be a development club. Well, good for you, mate. I don't want to be a development club. I want to be a winning club. That is exactly what we was before. So here we are, sitting here, waiting for the announcement from Kingpin Romano, an envelope himself, to come out and say, so here we go, guys, here we go, and give us all this spiel that Enrique and Nagelsmann didn't fit the bill for the owners, yeah? No, they told the owners to do one. That's the true narrative, yeah? Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC, every single one of you smashed a piece of that like button. We've got over 200 of you in here. Make sure you hit that like button, all right? And even if you look at him, he's a 4-2-3-1 formation. We haven't got a striker. All of this stuff, I'm very concerned with Pochettino. He's, I don't know, mate. No, he ain't good enough for Chelsea. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I asked Potter to prove me wrong. I've asked the ownership to prove me wrong. But I'll tell you this now. You make this mistake, Bowling Egbali, again, it's going to be, you don't know what toxic is. You don't know. You thought Potter was toxic. Nothing like that. If this guy comes and fails and you keep giving him time and you do what you did with Potter and hand out all them brown envelopes to all the fucking journalists so that they can push out all this prop for Potter. He's got years, not months, years. Yeah. David Paulstein coming out saying he's one of the best managers in the world. Where is that? Where are you now, Paulstein? You're in the mud, bro. You're in the mud. Wrong un. So at the end of the day, yeah, this is the problem we got. We're having to settle always for mediocrity, always settle for third best. You know what? Pochettino doesn't even come fourth on the list. Just about. I would have gone Enrique. I would have gone Hansi Flick. I would have gone Jose Mourinho. And then I would have gone Nagelsmann. And then I would have looked at Pochettino. Last on the list. But he was top of the list that we were given. Ask yourself who gave you that list. Who put that list in the press? Yeah. Exactly. There we have it. Let's have it right. Bangers and mash waffle. No onions. No gravy. Dry as you like. Lumpy mash. All day long. And that's the problem we got. You see, Bowling Egg Barley, are desperate for the respect and for the gratitude of what they're doing at a football club. You're a long way from Starbucks. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You don't get Chelsea. And that's the problem. You sabotaged our football club. So at the end of the day, you don't get no respect. You think because you spent 600 million, we're going to be applauding you. We love you, Bowley. Long way from Starbucks, mate. Yeah, let's have it right. Long way from Starbucks. You see, you can have all the money in the world. Doesn't mean you dress right. Doesn't mean you dress with class. And the way that they're dressing Chelsea Football Club with an ex-Spurs manager tells you everything you need to know. I mean, maybe they should look back at Benitez. Yes, Benitez said certain things in the press about Chelsea, and it makes it worse. But still, the rivalry. There's supporters that sing while the liquidator's going on. We hate Tottenham. There's a reason for it, because we do. Yeah, and you brought us an ex-Spurs gaffer to our football club after Graham Potter, which is the biggest travesty going. Make sense of it. Make sense of it. But we look at the eye of the fan. It's all about the eye of the fan. It's very important. We got to look through the eye of the fan. Yeah, the eye of the fan is it. Yeah. The eye of the fan. Listen, they've been here for 5 minutes. They've sabotaged us. They've literally destroyed us. They've taken us back so far. It just didn't need to be like that. So here we are, having to accept more shit thrown at us supporters. And the supporters don't want to make a stand. So it's your decision. It's your decision. You want to go down this route? You go down this route. It is what it is. And announced today, we've got about Mason Mount, the Minerals General, and Reece James out for the rest of the season. Reece James hamstring, whatever it is. I mean, Reece James has missed around 70 games in just over 2.5 seasons. Yeah, 70 games. He's all your captain, obviously. Mason Mount ain't your captain. Mason Mount's always been available. The funny thing is, this season's been shocking for injuries. In fact, we've had the worst injury record in Europe, and that's because they gutted out. Let's remind everyone, Bowen Barley went and sacked a whole medical department, the whole lot. And they brought in their own medical team. And how's that going? Yeah, not too healthy, is it? Our players are not too healthy. So they're out. Now, it is true. It is true that Minerals Mount is out. He's out. He's going to have some sort of surgery like Reece, I believe. So there is no lies there. But what you have to ask yourself is, when you get little wrong-uns where I live in their head rent-free daily, there's no conspiracy theories out here on the Minerals FC. It's just what I know, and it's fact. So when they come out and they tell me, "Oh, apologise to Super Frank," right? Super Frank knew damn well that Minerals Mount was fit and ready to play, and he didn't play him. So that still stands, number one. Number two, why have him on the bench if he's not fit? And he was on the bench every game. So that still stands. Maybe go back and get on the keyboard warrior shit and continue that. But there's no conspiracy here. It's just pure damn Minerals. And unfortunately, people can't handle them. And it is what it is. You get these ones. They can't handle the Minerals. It is what it is. But don't tell me to apologise for something that is fact. Yeah. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to you. You know who you are. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. The talk today is brilliant. The talk today is brilliant. So much to go for, actually, considering. Let's keep going down. Where is it? Frank Lampard was asked about Thiago Silva's comments. What Thiago the GOAT came out and basically said what a shit show the ownership is, the condition of the team and what the drastic changes made. And what did Super Frank say? Super Frank says that's Thiago's statement. You know, just like when Didier Drogba said, I don't recognise my club, Super Frank dismissed it again. Now he's the voice of the owners now. That's it. You have to accept it. I've accepted it. He's the voice of the owners, and he'll do anything at all costs to protect the owners. And that's it, because he's in charge at the minute. And that's the way it goes. But this one done me in. This one done me in here. This one's a shocker. Frank Lampard on Enzo says he's the future Chelsea Football Club. It's laughable, bruv. It's laughable. But he'll come out and say Reece James and Mason Mount are the most important players. But this guy's the future. Does he not remember that Mason Mount and Reece James are, 23 and 24? Enzo's, 22? It is what it is. You work it out. You understand it. You make sense of it. But listen, Didier Drogba, what he said still stands. I do not recognise my club. And that's facts. It's absolute facts. We don't recognise our club. Our club has been gutted, as we all know. Now, let me get that tweet up. I want this lovely tweet. Oh, it's been taken down. So, what an interesting surprise. Let me see if I can get it up, actually. Hold on. No, I can't get it up. It's been taken down. So, it came out that Matt Law, the fraud himself, came out and said that Mason Mount is absolutely adored by Pochettino. And he loves him. He's a perfect fit for Pochettino. Well, listen, let's have it right, Matt Law. Yeah, you're not saying anything out of the norm. It's fact. It's fact that every gaffer, and funny enough, every elite gaffer, because Pochettino's not elite, yeah, every elite gaffer loves Mason Mount. There's no surprise. Yeah, it's no surprise. But isn't it interesting that Minnels Mount is going to have an operation or whatever on the pubic bone? I wouldn't be surprised if Bowley went and fucking kicked him in the pubic bone. Let's have it right, and said, "Go and have some of that." Yeah, well, that's Bowley's mentality, see, because he'll go and do that, and it's obviously theoretical, Let's have it right. He'll go and do that, but then realise, oh shit, I can't sell him now. What a stupid move that is, because I thought I could use the journalists to put out that he's injured and he's going to have surgery. That's why he didn't play for all those games. That's the narrative, to try and brainwash the supporters on the timeline. But the fact of the matter is he was 119% fit for a long period of time where he could have played, and Frank didn't play him. Both the Real Madrid games he was fit. So, sticky situation, uncomfortable conversations, very uncomfortable conversations. So at the end of the day, he's come out, Matt Law, and everyone's going, oh, lovely PR. Listen, he's not saying anything that's not true. It's true. And also adds to the value for the owners that want to sell Mason Mount. You see, adds value that a manager wants to keep a player. That's the narrative you send, that the ownership want to keep the player. Therefore, when a club comes in to buy with only 1 year left, how much do you want? We want 80, 90 million. No. Yeah, but he wants to stay. We want to keep him. He doesn't want to go. He's only got a year and we can't sort of contract out. It's called negotiation tactics. That's what's going on at Chelsea Football Club. That's the politics. He's toxic behind the scenes. You see, everyone comes out, Matt Laws and all these guys come out about Pochettino. He's going to help. He's going to really help to bring in Mason Mount, to keep him and get him to sign a contract. Listen, let's have it right. If Frank Lampard can't even do it, who's a GOAT and a legend at a football club, there's no power anyway. What makes you think Pochettino can do it? It's not about what Pochettino wants. It's not about it anymore. It's not about what the gaffer wants. It's about what the ownership want. The ownership want to sell him to balance the books. That's what they want. But they want to give you the impression that this guy, Bowley and Igbali, don't want to sell him. They want to keep him. Hence all the PR stunts of them going to Cobham again, or dressing room antics. It's all of this, bruv. They just want a jellyfish yes man. And I really hope that Pochettino, he's known for falling out with Levy. He's known for falling out with some PSG players and this and that. he can be a bit of a hothead. Is he going to be able to give it? Is he going to be given the keys? This is the bottom line. You know, if you give a gaffer the keys, you might have a chance. But this ownership don't want to give the keys to anyone. They want to keep the keys in their pocket. And that's where we as a club are seeing constant failure. Failure, failure, failure. This season has been a failure. Let's have it right. Big up to Chelsea old boys. He says, big up Alan, Queen Hannah, Cursor, H Talks, Dan Jacob, and all the chat. Big up to Chelsea old boys. Come on. Guys, get in the chat, land your minerals. Every single one of you, like the video as well. Chelsea old boys says, Mount injured is a disgrace. Frank Lampard a sellout with the circus act owners. Fat cunt Lukaku, Nice 90 slaps. It's humiliating what's happening to us. Up the Minerals FC. Big up to the Minerals General here. Chelsea old boys. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And this is the thing. People want to feed into this whole thing. All right. That Mount wasn't fit. He's injured. When he was on the bench and he was fit and he was able to play. And when he did come on, we looked better for it. He created chances and we looked better. Even with 10 men down and get 10 men against Real Madrid away at the Bernabeu, we almost scored a goal to bring us back in the game 2-1. Even in the second leg, you know, every game he makes us look better. He's a baller, and that's it. It is what it is. And Superfan should have played him, should have started him, but he didn't. It's what it is. We move. But my. All this puppetry is just long. It's just long. Now, yes, it's true that the niggle was here and there, but it was bearable. He could play. He didn't want to play him. So I think Minerals Mounts looked at it and gone, do you know what? Fuck it. They're not going to play me till the end of the season. I might as well just go and get surgery done. Why not? The medical team, they've got shit anyway. So even if you try and let it naturally heal, it ain't going to happen. So rather than sit on the bench every game, you might as well go and have the op and say he's fresh for next season. I agree with that because the way he's been treated is disgusting. And the ownership know exactly what they're doing. You don't fool me, you muppets. So it is what it is. But we're going to move on. Kante, it's gone a bit quiet, old Matlaw says, hasn't it? I had more confidence a couple of weeks ago, and that's not because I have heard any bad or contradictory information. I did notice a report in France that said the expectation is that he will sign for Chelsea again. I just wish it hadn't gone this quiet. The expectation. We always hear about expectations, you know, expectations FC. If anyone thinks that N'Golo Kante is going to sign a contract, I would reconsider that confidence. Because he's not going to sign for less money. He's on what? 300 grand, I think he's on 290. And he wants the same money. He's not going to want less money. And he's going to want his 3 years. So what Bowling and Barley going to do with their whole wage policy? What's the implications with that when it comes to Minerals Mount? It's going to be interesting this summer, guys. We're going to have a blast on the Minerals FC. We're going to mud a lot of the brown envelopes, as we always do. And I'm actually very much looking forward to that. It's going to be fucking golden blockbuster entertainment. I guarantee it. Sterling as well. He donated money to 20 students or young people to go and pay for their university for them to study. I think it's top class. There's a class act by Sterling. Minerals landed. Big up to you. Love that. Well, I like to hear things like that. It's the right thing to, because he gets a lot of stick. Old Sterling. Everyone's coming at Sterling, and even the board want to sell him. You know, they want to sell the classy human beings as it goes. The ones that have got respect and the ones that are, you know, that do want to be at our football club and want to perform at our football club. These lot just want to sell him because they've messed up the books. You know, they've gone and spent 600 million, guys. 600 million without building your team. and you're into your fifth gaffer. Soon to be announced. The ex-Spurs fella, Pochettino. Fifth gaffer in one season. Is no one worried? Is no one concerned? I have to laugh. Because if I don't laugh, I'll end up smashing up my room. I'll smash up my laptop. And then that won't be healthy for me at all, will it? Blood pressure's through the roof as it is. You know, these guys are literally. We talk about digging graves in the woods. These guys have dug a grave for Chelsea Football Club, and the headstone is gold plated by Bowling Egg Barley. R.I.P. Chelsea. It's Cowboy FC now. You know. That 600 million that they've gone and spent that quickly without any thought process. It's like they've gone blindfolded in the game. It's like you've gone into an industry blindfolded. You know, Russian roulette. That's what they've gone and done. Russian roulette. Let's see where we can hit, guys. We just spend the money. Has anyone seen that clip, that cartoon by BR Sports? And you get Bowley walking in the dressing room. And you got Lampard talking, oh, yeah, Mace, you know, you're my son. Kai, you know, you should have really finished that. Keep working hard, but it was a donkey move. You know, he's going to all the lads. And then Bowley comes in, guys, we need more, you know, need more blocks on defense. You know, we got the series. We got 5 games till the end of the series, you know. And then Lampard takes him in to a room and he's got Football Manager and he's like, yeah, I'm loving it. This is exactly what he's doing at Chelsea Football Club. He's playing Football Manager. Stick him on the game and keep him out of Chelsea. That's what I'd do, personally. Him and Egg Barley, stick him on Football Manager and give him real money to play with as well. You know, they'll have more fun with that. They can practice before they do it on the real thing. Maybe they should do that. You know, maybe that's the advice I'd give them. Is let the guys who know football run the football club and you guys go and have fun on your Football Manager. And you can be in the States. You don't have to be in UK. You don't have to be in West London to do that. You can be anywhere in the world and play. You can play it on your jet. You can play it on your yacht. If you've got a yacht. I don't even know if these lot got a yacht like Roman. Don't know. Maybe they're more like the Titanic. Absolutely sunk, bruv. So maybe they're having it repaired or something. But yeah. You know, Football Manager's a good shout for Bowley. I think he should go that route. He'd really enjoy it. I think he'd learn a lot about football players. He'd see a lot of data on there. And, you know, he'd have a field day, guys. He'd have a field day. But this is the thing. We are now a banter club. These clowns have turned us into a circus. And they're the main act. They come out of cannons. They're on elephants. They come down on these ladders out of the sky. They come off trampolines. They're dressed up in all different outfits. You know, they're flinging money everywhere and everyone's going, yay, we applaud you. Thank you so much. Keep spending the money. And now that's what we are. We're a banter club. I think it started. The year has started. Big up, Julius. You're not wrong. It has started. We are now not a serious club because our owners ain't serious. Our owners are a joke. And it's a very expensive joke because we might spend $1 billion in a season and a half. And that's very, very concerning considering the absolute state we are in right now. You know what I mean? Obviously, by public demand, we will land it. We will land it right now. Yes, there is the woods there, and here we are. And old Tory Jennings here thought he'd come out and have a little meltdown. The fella, he thought he'd have a little meltdown about Pochettino. It's a little bit late, fella. It's a little bit late. I know he's trying to get out of the woods, guys. I know he's trying to get out of the woods. It's not happening. It's not happening. He's not getting out. He's not getting out of the woods because, you know, it's always a little too late. And anything that he says, everyone goes against. So now he's saying, oh, Pochettino, no. And he's right. The thing is, he's right. The fact that I have to agree with this guy is a very worrying sign, guys. Because he's actually listening. He's actually been watching the Minerals FC. Facts. I got sent this video, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But it's true. Pochettino's not worthy of the Chelsea position. He's just not. And all the supporters accept this shit. It's like everyone wants, you know, a lot of the platforms love the AFT model. Well, that's the way it's going at the minute. That's the way people are going to start laughing at Chelsea. They already are laughing at Chelsea. All the rivals. Do you know what the rivals put out? Oh, my God. Do you know what they said? They said Todd Bowley's the gift that keeps on giving. Todd Bowley's the gift that keeps on giving. That's what they say about AFTV. It's already started. That era's already started. It's embarrassing. You want me to get rattled about it? Pissing on us, beyond pissing, beyond squirting, all sorts. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. You know, we're almost spending $1 billion, mate. Soon come. And that's life. That's life. You know what it is? You know what rattles me the most is that supporters have a very short-term memory. Yeah. It's like they got memory loss. And the season hasn't even finished. And yet, oh, don't worry, we've forgotten about everything that Bowley's done. They're trying to rectify it. They're trying to rectify it, bro. Yeah? They're trying to rectify it. Good on them. Well done. Fantastic. We feel so much better. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're sitting 12th, you mugs. We're sitting 12th. We've got nothing to play for. Our two best players are out till the end of the season. We can't even win a game. We haven't won a game in, 6 games? Frank hasn't won one single game. He's lost all our games. And we're supposed to go, yeah, let's plan for next season. What the hell's going on, mate? And then we're waiting for this announcement of Pochettino. Listen, I warned everyone. I told everyone, and it is what it is. I believe, and it's facts, that we are being experimented on, and it's a very, very costly one as well. And that's what they're doing at our football club. Listen, this trust the process doesn't work with me. You see, I would trust the process with Tuchel. I would trust the process with Jose Mourinho. I would trust the process with Luis Enrique. Anyone else? What am I trusting, bruv? What am I trusting? Development FC. Epstein Island FC. Let's go and buy all the kids. Come and get your lovely little 50 grand a week wages. 10-year deal. And we'll bring you in. And we'll guarantee you minutes you'll play. Even though you're 17 or 18, doesn't matter. We'll play you. And we've got a fantastic gaffer in Pochettino who's going to develop you and make you fantastic so that we can sell you on for great money to another club, a bigger club. Yeah. Or a club that's competing. Why are we accepting this nonsense? Why is anyone accepting it? PR. That's all it is. PR. You're right. We're probably better off bringing Epstein himself to the dugout. What's the point in having Pochettino? You know, we might as well send Epstein out there and get all the players, bruv, and give him the data. He's fantastic. He's been on Wall Street. I mean, he knows. He knows. He'll have a chat with Christopher Vell. He'll go to Red Bull. He'll plagiarise their model to a T. He'll get all his investors involved. And he'll pull all the talent in. Yeah, of course he will. No. Even Epstein's too elite, bruv, for these owners. Yeah, they won't touch him. They won't touch him. So yeah, we have to settle for Pochettino, guys. We have to settle for Pochettino. Every single one of you get in the chat, guys. Every single one of you get in the chat. And land your minerals. So I have to laugh or I'll cry, bruv. Mate, yeah, you're right. Maybe Bailey will pay Ghislaine Maxwell's fucking bail, bruv. Who knows? Who knows? But it is what it is. It's all bants, isn't it? That's what we've become now. We've become a banter club, you know. And people don't see it yet. But it is what it is. So here we are, moving, relentless. And we have the beautiful news. Blockbuster news, golden news tonight. I have to get it up. This is something. This really is something special. Really something special. And again, we know who the voice is. Now, the voice of Chelsea, he's back on it. He's earned his stripes with Bowley and his respect with Ed Barley, and he's back on it, old fraud law. And he's brought up here. Romelu Lukaku will be asked whether or not he wants to try to revive his Chelsea career under proposed permanent head coach Pochettino, Matt Law. All right? They're asking this guy, this cement-booted rat, if he would like to try and revive his career at Chelsea. It's not that Chelsea are ordering him back. They're asking and testing the waters. Would you like to come and play for Chelsea again? Would you like to play for us again? What is this nonsense? Yeah? This ownership are a joke. You're bringing what? A guy that's ratted our football club, destroyed our football club, runs in cement, is a lamppost on the football pitch, shat on every player, shat on Roman Abramovich, shat on Thomas Tuchel, shat on our supporters, scored 15 goals, and you're telling me you want to open a dialogue with Lukaku to bring him back? If you think he's anything remotely similar to Harry Kane for Pochettino, you're a long way from Starbucks, Hooters, Hollywood, all that jazz. You're a joke, man. The fact that we've even got this on the timeline is a disgrace. We're a mockery. We're a joke of a football club. And there's supporters that are going, oh, maybe we should bring him back. Maybe should we give him a third chance? No. You don't give him another chance. Once a rat, always a rat. What the fuck is going on? This guy destroyed. Did you know that Lukaku, cement-booted rat, yeah? Because he takes so long to get in and out of the coach. He said, no, I can't get on the coach. Takes too long, bruv. They weigh it all down. The overall weight for the coach is too heavy. So he has to get his tractor out. He has to drive from his home to every game separately without the team, yeah? Because he's a rat and no one wanted him on the bus. No one wanted him in the dressing room, yeah? And we're going to bring this guy back to Chelsea. Why? Because the ownership value him as a financial asset. They want to get their money back because no one wants him. No one wants to go near this guy. He's a problem. He's a disaster. All right? He's shit. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. He got no minerals. There's no minerals in this guy. The only minerals are in the cement. He don't move. Listen, all these McDonald's Happy Meals that are coming out is sickening, bruv. It's sickening. I can't take it anymore. How is this accepted? I'll tell you what, if this guy comes to Chelsea and the supporters accept it, You have to question yourselves as supporters. It's fucking disgrace. You forget about how he's disrespectful to our football club, how he ratted us. In fact, do you know what? The whole downfall started from Romelu Lukaku, cement-booted rat that he is, coming to our football club. That's where the downfall happened. We bought this guy instead of Haaland. And there was muppets in the game, in the supporters group, that wanted this guy over Erling Haaland. Going to me, this guy's proven. He's fantastic. He's going to bag us goals. Ron back. Let's go. And then he ratted us. They still supported this man. And now they want to bring him back as well. What is going on? Erling Haaland's on his road to 50 goals in the season. It's disgusting. It's criminal. And we could have had this guy instead. No, everyone wanted Romelu Lukaku. Spent 100 million. And Tuchel didn't even want this guy. Yes, he was a yes man under Roman. But he delivered. End of. At least Roman didn't walk in and out of the dressing room. He ain't got a rat tunnel going to the dressing room. He doesn't walk in front of all the press 24/7 coming out. He never used brown envelopes. Didn't need to. He did zip it, bruv. No one knew nothing at Chelsea when Roman was in charge. Listen, supporters need their heads, mate, checked, yeah? The fact that I'm seeing these muppets on big accounts going, what would you say, guys? Would you take Lukaku back? Would you take him back? No. Why even entertaining it? Why? Because Matt Law planted the seed as they wanted. They want to test the waters. Well, let's have it right. The fan base is divided as it is. It's toxic. It's divided. It's going to get even more toxic. And if you bring that cement-booted rat at our football club, it's fucking going to be bad. Yeah? It's going to be bad news. Yeah? All you Lukaku stands, you fucking disrespecting our Chelsea. Yeah? Disrespecting our Chelsea supporting this muppet. This lamppost. Get him out of my football club. I've wanted this guy out ever since he came in. I never wanted this guy. I told people 10 months before we signed him, he doesn't suit Tuchel's football. He's not a possession-based player. He's a counter-attacking back player. He hasn't succeeded in the Premier League. He doesn't play well against any of the top sides. His goal-scoring record, so what? Look at his mid-table teams he's playing for, West Broms and Evertons and all this shit. And you're going, oh, yeah, that's the benchmark for Chelsea. All we need is a striker. No, we need Erling Haaland, bruv. A Lewandowski, a proper minerals general striker. Talented. Someone who actually scores goals. This guy ain't going to score you goals. You bring this guy back. Oh, my God. We are the biggest joke of football. We are Banter FC if this guy comes to our football club. We are Banter FC as it is. All right, spending the amount of money that we spent sacking an elite gaffer. Everyone's laughing at us. Bringing in Jellyfish Potter, bottle job. And then we're bringing in Bruno Mars. He can't even hack it, bruv. So he's gone. You bring in Super Frank, our goat, and you tarnish him. And now you're going to bring in Pochettino, a guy from Spurs, into our fucking dugout. It's just, there is no, listen, they're out here to destroy us. I don't see any other way. Sabotage us, spend all the money as quick as possible. Well, we promised, guys. We promised you Happy Meals and nursery rhymes. We were going to spend all the money and our budget, and we stuck to our word. We've given you it. We've given you it. You're having it. You're getting it all. You're getting it all. But yeah, on what, mate? We're just gonna be a mid-table team, bruv. Literally mid-table team, man. Fucked. We are fucked. Julius, big up to you, my geezer. Says people crucified us when we opposed Lukaku coming into Chelsea and was too late until they woke up, and now we are warning them again, but they never listen. Why are you not listening? Why do you want to make that mistake again? Why would you entertain it? Why? Just say no, move on, right? Why are you giving these clowns upstairs the power to bring this fucking cement-booted fraud back at our football club? Why would you do that? Why? What is this, to rattle me or something? Is it to rattle everyone that hates the geezer, that doesn't want him at our football club? Well, why would you do this to us? What more? We're fucking gutted out, bruv. We are fucking gutted. The whole club is being dismantled, dissected, dug out. And where are we now? And everyone wants to entertain the ideology, the idea of bringing this guy back to our football club. This lamppost. Why? Why would you do that? He's not proven he can't do it at Chelsea. We don't want him here. Mugs. Honestly, this is the biggest mess I've ever seen, man, at our football club. This has got to be, this is a travesty, man. It's a travesty. God knows what's going to happen in the summer. God knows what's going to happen in the summer. It's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. Funny enough, you can't sell Minerals Mount now because he's fucking injured and he ain't going to pass no medical tests. So Bailey and Igbali, you're in the mud. As are all the haters. All the haters can't stand it. They can't stand it. No, we want to sell him. No, we want to sell him. You muppets. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. Big up Chelsea Boy. He says, send the link. I'll be in Northampton services in 10 minutes or 10 miles. He wants to land it. We're going to get Chelsea Boys to come and land it, guys. Let's get him to land it, bruv. Let's get him to land it. Oh, man. Rice is... Shervin, where you heard Rice is coming in the summer, mate, that's got to be the biggest... That's got to be comical. That's jokes, man. You're a joker. You're a joker. You think Declan Rice is going to come to Chelsea in the state we're in? Oh, man. You're very optimistic. What? Because we've heard that Pochettino likes Declan Rice. Where have I heard that? I haven't heard that. Is he all of a sudden Pochettino loves Declan Rice? Bartek says, bring up Bartek Minerals. He says, I don't think Bowley and Igbali know the offside. No, they don't know the offside rule. They don't know football. Full stop. They don't know football. You know, they don't even know. I said about Johan Cruyff. They don't even know who Johan Cruyff is. When Enrique was giving his PowerPoint presentation to Bowley and Igbali, because it weren't Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley, they're just little yes men. When he was giving his PowerPoint to Bowley and Igbali, he was explaining to them, do you know Johan Cruyff? This is the philosophy. And they go, who's that? Who's Johan Cruyff? Who's Johan Cruyff? Yeah. Don't know who he is. Oh, is that the 4-4-3 formation? Or is it the 5-4-4? Oh, yeah. I know who Crofter is. Yeah. Fucking hell. Everyone's going, well, if Pochettino wants Lukaku, well, we give him another try. No! I can't, bruv. I can't. Fucking God, bruv. All right, let me sort it out, guys. Let me get the link out. All right, I've sent the link out. So that's done. All right, guys, smash the piece that like button. Every single one of you. I want you all smash the piece that like button. We should have 200 likes. Let's make sure we get these likes in, bruv. Big up to Indefinite. He says, this is the beginning of the end. RIP Chelsea. Listen, have you seen that picture? I don't know if I've got it on here. Let me see if I've got it on here. I don't know if I took it off. Let's have a look. I think I took it off. This is what should be fucking happening. Did I get it? Let me see if I got it. Can't see it, bruv. Can't see it. Nah. All of them, man, that want to entertain Lukaku, bruv. You are this fella. Literally in the woods, bruv. Where is it, man? I thought I had it. Bowley wants to turn us into this, bruv. That's what he wants, man. He wants us all to be Phil Mitchell, mate. Crying out loud, we're finished. I still can't understand it. How can you not appoint this gaffer? How can you not appoint this gaffer? How can you not give this guy everything he wants? Look at those 3 managers on that top list, bruv. Look at them. Look at the stats. How are you not bringing this to our football club? You're bringing us Pochettino, a Spursy manager who's won nothing in the Premier League in an English game. He's won nothing, bruv. He's won a Poxy Farmers League title with the worst goals ratio and stats that they've ever had in the French league under Paris Saint-Germain. Didn't even get far in the Champions League. It's got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Tuchel didn't have Messi. If he had Messi, oh my God. He had, what did he have? Icardi, Cavani, and shit like that. Big up to Indefinite Landing it, bruv. Big up to you. Someone tell Rory there's a bear behind him. Yeah. Guys, big up to all you lot in the chat, mate. Every single one of you. Let's bring on the Minerals FC Ultra. Let's do a little intro here, bruv. Let's have it right. Come on, Chelsea old boys.
Come on, guys. What's happening? Big up, Johnny. Big up the
Big
chat.
up, Geezer.
Hope everyone's all right, man. Fucking another disastrous day. I mean, hearing all those. Let me just switch off my. I left my thing, so I got you right in the middle of the car. 1 second, pal. And put this down. There's no interference. That's it. Yeah, brother. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. So I mean, distraught. I mean, every day it's just one thing after another, isn't it? Just hearing about Mount actually, and that with this injury, we just don't know what to make out of it again, you know. But I hope he gets that injury. They can't sell him as well, and they're muddied. And if he doesn't get the right deal, yeah, seriously, he can go for free with my blessing because of the way they treated that kid. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go. Obviously, none of us do, innit? He's a baller, you know. But I'm hoping like Poch will actually say, "No, I want this guy to stay." Right? We don't know, but obviously we don't believe that, do we? You know, it's disgusting.
Listen, we don't know what to believe with this Pochettino, bruv. We were told Potter was the magician. Now we got Magic Poch, have we? I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I don't think none of us knows, Johnny. You know what I mean? Yeah. But these people like behind our club and that, it's just what a kerfuffle, bro. Proper kerfuffle, you know. But Lukaku, all right, this is another thing, all right. You guys fucking bring him back. I tell you, we're gonna have big issues, bro. You know, yeah. I swear to you, I'll even go to America if they bring him back in the friendlies. I will slap him over there, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, seriously. I'll take. You know, they say you can't do the crime, don't do. Well, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Yeah, trust me, I'll go in their penitentiaries over there, bruv, because he would deserve that. You know, disgusting, bro. You know, and all these platforms like who wanted him before. I never wanted Lukaku. Lukaku. Yeah, why do you think Mourinho got rid of him? Yeah, his first touch in those days was awful. Yeah, you can go West Brom, you can ball that. You scored your 17 goals there. You went on Everton, and then what? After that, I've never seen this guy score right against any of the top 6 ever. Right, and they want him back.
He never scored outside the box. Very fucking
nothing, absolutely nothing. And these owners who've destroyed us, gutted us. We've got all this toxic right around our club, and they gutted all the good minerals, those beautiful flowing minerals, you know, all those 2 stars, you know, great top coaches, everything. And what they're doing, they've got rid of that, but they're still keeping all that toxicness in there, you know. And you're pissing us off so much. We're so hurt, we're so humiliated as fans, as a club, as a whole. You know, we lost out on our GOAT Roman, you know, because all the agendas on him, that, you know, the government, the EPL, the Premier League, even the UEFA, right? They just wanted Roman out, and look at us now. Yeah, we are done.
You know what? Done. What the hell happens if Enrique goes to Spurs and we have Pochettino, I'm gonna have a fucking meltdown.
Yeah, you can have a meltdown, right? But be reassured. Remember, Spursy, yeah, they've always been best of the rest. Even if they got Pep Guardiola at Tottenham, they still wouldn't win fuck all, bro. Yeah,
I
right?
know that, but what I'm saying that the owners will spin it. They'll spin it like, oh, see, look, we made the right decision. He's bottled it at Spurs, right?
Yeah,
That's what the
yeah,
narrative will be.
I
But
know.
that's not the
But then,
case. He's a goat manager.
well, it's not the case because these circus act owners, right? If they've done their data properly, if they put Tottenham next to Chelsea, right? It does say 2 stars. We've won multiple championships, yeah. For the past 20, 25 years, we're the most successful club, yeah. So don't even put us next to Tottenham, all right? You can't put an elite coach like that at Tottenham and expect that they're going to do everything, and then they're going to mud him. That just says everything that they don't know nothing about football, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Oh, boys, yeah. I mean,
Come on, Johnny. That voice of yours, bro, you're going to make me cry now. I know those stats are just incredible, isn't it?
you know,
Yeah.
there was a clip of Maradona and Johan Cruyff taps him, and then Maradona goes up to him, gives him a hug and kiss and that, and he's like, and Cruyff is he's just a legend. I mean, you don't turn these ones away, bruv. You don't. When you got someone who basically set football, the beautiful game, the way it was played, Cruyff laid the foundation. He's the blueprint.
Yeah.
Why are you not bringing that to our club to
Yeah.
build a process and build a team?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I
So
can't. There's no explanation for it. So therefore, what's the point? What is the point? You're bringing us a development manager. Oh yeah, like the Brand Emirates coming out and going, Potter's the start, and then they'll get someone else in later on. No, you build it with the right gaffer from the start to the end. That's what you do. That's a project. Not fucking bringing this guy who's just good at developing. He's a coach. We want a gaffer and a coach. We want both in one. And a winner on top. An elite winner winning Champions League on top. That's what we want at Chelsea Football Club. Otherwise, where do you expect to go with it? You know, it's like their ambition's so in the mud. Standards are in the mud. Everything's in the mud. There's mud flown everywhere, bro. It's like, you know, diggers, bruv, and the digger's just spraying it. You know what I mean? And you're walking, and you just can't see
no
nothing.
windshield, no protection, no nothing. Pure mud. No wipers. Sad, isn't it?
Oh,
Man.
no Wellingtons, nothing, bruv. Quicksand.
Yeah, hunter boots. You know what I mean? But look, I could see it another way as well. So if we got these directors now, the football ones, the ones who know about football, yeah, they probably seen that. When was the last time Enrique was a club manager? What was it? 18? Right. Okay. So that might have played. Okay, so that might have played in that hand as well. So think, okay, he's been out of football. Yes, he's won this and that and the other, but they've probably seen about the Romans Celtic Vigo. So they probably thought, nah. But my problem here is if you got the 2 managers who we wanted, say like Enrique or Nagelsmann, yeah, then Nagelsmann's the one who turned them down as well. I thought, okay, probably Enrique, I could see the point of that actually, the 5 years. But how comes Nagelsmann's turning you down now? Yeah,
because, I mean, Nagelsmann goes, he had to come out publicly, bruv.
Of course,
because he didn't want to be mudded, right?
Exactly.
All right, that tells you everything. Enrique, he's definitely told him to do one. Because at the end of the day, you can say Enrique's come out of club football for 5 years, but his philosophy don't change. Nothing changes.
No, it doesn't.
He's just got more experience.
Yeah, it's terrible. And unfortunately, Poch, it suits their model. Yeah, the youth players, bringing them up, you know, making them leaders, so-called leaders, like what he done at Tottenham, you know, bottle jobs, obviously. It's terrible, absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. Although I can say, all right, Poch can do a good job actually with these young players. Yeah, I'm not going to discount him like that, but it's a principle. It's our history, you know. We don't look. Listen, we give Tottenham and Arsenal. Well, Arsenal's our retirement home for all our old players. Yeah, let's make that known. Yeah, and yeah, Tottenham, we give them all our managers, and they never win anything. So yeah, and it's going to be one of the first time we take their managers. It's not going to happen. Right? It's going to be tough. Really, really tough. They don't know ball, bruv. They really don't. You know. And again, Reece James injured again. I mean, what's happening with his hamstring? Yeah,
Listen,
is it that bad?
You know what I heard the other day? All right, honestly, they go, yeah, man. Add on a couple year extension and pay him 150. I'm happy with that. That's great. But 200 grand for Mount? No. But Reece James, who's never fit, has missed easily half our season, and he's on 250 grand. Oh, but it's with his bonuses. Either way, he's on 200 grand as a base rate. And no one questions it, right?
Well, he's the golden boy, isn't he?
What mugs?
He's the golden boy for everybody.
Oh, yeah, golden boy. Listen, he's a baller, don't get me wrong. But listen, the way he plays and the way he's built like a tank. His ligaments can't hack it, bro. They can't hack it.
They can't. And unfortunately, that happens with some players. So if he has got that problem, we might as well cash in on him. Seriously, go to Madrid, get 100, 120 million pound. I don't want that to happen, yeah? I don't want that to happen because we want Reece. But if it is, and there is a serious problem, let him go out there. Let him play 20 games, 25 games a year for Real Madrid and give him £500,000 a week. And he could do a Gareth Bell. You know what I mean? Learn golf.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. They'll probably have him as a front three. But my thing is this, you know, people forget, all right, how bad of a failure and a muck-up, and as you say, a kerfuffle that these owners have got upon Chelsea. They've spent 600 million. They now have no choice but to bring in a manager that has to deal with what they've bought because they can't go in the market like they've been going in the market because they spent so fucking stupidly. And financial fair play stopping them. Yeah. And they can't sell Mason Mount now because he's injured and having surgery and all that. So they can't sell him. They've got to sell Gallagher. Apparently, we're hearing Gallagher to Borussia Dortmund. Makes sense. Development club. They want to develop an English player. Yeah. Why not? They've done it with Bellingham. They'll do it with Gallagher. Right? But that's the model we're instilling at Chelsea. Yeah. But now we're bringing in Pochettino because he can develop players. You see, when you bring in Enrique and you bring in Nagelsmann, they have their set profile players. You have to go out in the market and spend fucking very well to please them. They can't do it. And they can't tell the supporters that they can't do it because then the supporters will look at you and look at them and go, well, you've messed it all up. You've stopped us from getting us elite gaffer. When in reality, they have. They've caused this. This is their mistake. And because of their mistake, we are now having to settle for an ex-Spurs manager who's happy to come in on their terms and work with a squad with still no DMs, no world-class goalkeeper. Listen, let's have it right. We haven't gone in the market and looked at anyone over 24 years old. So, I mean, like, you're not going to go and buy a world-class player. You're not going to buy an established player. Forget that. That's all out the window. You're going to be looking at selling whatever you can sell for as much money as possible so you can go and buy more youth talent for Pochettino to develop and build a core over 3-4 years. That's Chelsea now. That's Chelsea. That's what it is.
Yeah, a couple of points on that, actually. So the model, what they're implementing, they're buying all these players, okay, which they don't even know if it's going to suit the manager and the system and everything, yeah? We've gone through, the fourth, fifth manager now. So why are they buying all these players, okay, which they don't really know, right? Do they understand about their mentality, these players? Maybe some of these players were actually bought as well, have got a really bad mentality and they won't fit the system or the manager's ideas. So all these players they're buying, how do we know they're going to fit for Poch anyway? No? Being the so-called youth we don't. But that happened with Potter as well. And it's evident even with Lampard. I mean, Lampard can't do anything anyway, but he's sold out. So it's a major problem. This a major problem. Buying all these players and we don't know where they're going to fit and how they're going to fit. Yeah, and if they will fit, you know, and then on top of that, we're going to have all the other teams now with our toxic players, the ones we don't want, we want to get rid of. I know they're going to like manipulate it and play with the market and everything, but a lot of these clubs are going to be going there. Oh right, you want 70 million? No, no, no. We're going to give you 30 million, and that's all he's worth. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do, and they're going to use us. You know, so there's no way they're going to get that money. There's no way for a lot of these players. No, we're done.
They
We're
don't
done.
know
But
the game. They don't know
they don't.
football, and
No, we
they don't
don't.
know. They haven't been in the industry long enough to understand how it works. When you buying plays one thing, and let's have it right. All the players we bought, we've had a free run at all of them. We've still paid
Yeah,
over the odds
yeah.
for all of them,
Of course.
pretty
And let's
much.
be honest. Let's be honest now. What does everybody actually believe that Bowley, Barling, Clearlake have ever watched a football match before they bought us? I don't
No, of
think they
course they
have.
haven't. No,
Nothing, bruv. You
nothing.
know what I mean? In and
Well,
out the
you
baseball
only
world.
found out what Football Manager is, the game, recently.
Yeah. I
And
know.
I said he should be well on that. He should be on it like
Yeah.
on a blanket. Get on that, geezer. Go and carry on playing Football Manager. That's what he needs to do. Football Manager. He'd be class at it. And there's no damage limitation. There's no damage to Chelsea. Is as a club, it's just all myth. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. I don't know where Chelsea old boy's gone. He's on the road. He's on the road, but let's have it right. He's not a long way from Starbucks. In fact, he's probably right by Starbucks. And he's a long way from McD's. He don't want a McD's. He don't want a Happy Meal. So we know that. We know that 119% standard, bruv. Listen, any manager you bring in, you need a style. They have a style. They have a philosophy. And no manager that comes in likes all the players you've already got. It's just facts. So this delusion from this ownership that they think all the players that they bought on 8-year deals that Pochettino's going to like every single one of them is a joke. It's unrealistic. It's not possible. He's not gonna. You can't tell me he's just gonna go. Yeah, I love all these players you sign and all the ones that you want to sell. Yeah, I definitely want to get rid of them. What if he wants to keep some of the ones that you want to sell? Then what? What are you going to do? You're going to listen to him this time, or are you going to be a jellyfish yes man? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, bruv? This is the problem we got, guys, at Chelsea Football Club. And unfortunately, until we stand up and make our voices heard, nothing's going to change. These guys are running it. Everyone goes, oh, yeah, but they're the owners. You know, they know what they want. They know what to do. They'll do what they say and what they want anyway. It's just pathetic, man. Pathetic. These guys have got no respect from me. I've got no trust, no faith in these guys. And everyone's going, oh, when we're successful, you're in the mud. Well, I'm waiting. No one can tell me we're being successful already. We haven't spent well. We haven't built anything. We've destroyed everything. We've done the opposite. You know? And Nick Smith's right. They still haven't got rid of Singer beer. They still haven't got rid of it. Get rid of it. Tastes like shit. We don't like it. Honestly. You know what I mean? Do you know who the yes man is? Mr. HD says, who's the yes man today? I'll tell you what, it's all the fucking supporters. Yes, sir. Yes, Bowley. Yes, sir. Please, sir. 3 bags full, sir. We'll take whatever you give us, sir. You're all fucking yes men. Yeah? All of ya. Cheek of it. Absolute cheek of it. Exactly, I test DM. Frank doesn't want to have anything he doesn't want to entertain it. He won't entertain it. Why? Because he knows they'll be knocking on his door. They'll be knocking on his door. Sorry, dressing room door. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? All right, Tyrone, you want me to land it? You tell me, son. You tell me what's positive at our football club. You name me one fucking thing that's positive. And I'm waiting. I'm sitting here waiting. Write it in. Go on. Tell me what's positive at Chelsea Football Club. Tell me one fucking good thing that the ownership have done at our football club. Are you happy where we are? And you want to say it's negative? No, it's truth telling. It's facts. Unfortunately, the truth is hurtful. It sounds negative. What, you want me to be a PR like all the rest? PR for those clowns upstairs and go, oh, they're working towards a project. Pochettino's the best choice. Great appointment. Yes, bring Lukaku back. Why not? Yeah, let's give him another go. Yeah, let's sell the Cobham boys. Let's rip us out and we'll continue. That's a great way to go. Great way to go. Fucking hell, bruv. Don't come in the Minnals FC chat and tell me why I'm negative. This is not negativity. This is facts. And unfortunately, people can't accept them. So therefore, they call you negative or toxic. Well, one day you'll wake up and you'll realise what the fuck's going on at Chelsea Football Club because you're asleep. You're like a yes man. End of, bruv. Big up, Julius.
Big up, big up. Who's saying why you're negative?
I don't even know what his name is, bruv.
There is nothing to be positive about. Absolutely zero. Since we bought Lukaku, it has been the downfall of this football club. That transfer window, right after we finished Champions League, we have to remind people because I think Alzheimer is a common thing in our fan base.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we won the Champions League against all odds in style, breaking a European record, the best defensive team in Champions League history. Not spoken about enough. We go to the transfer window. Instead of building with all the amazing foundation we had, what we do is we buy Lukaku, we give him 325k a week, we go and spend 15 million pounds on Saul, and then we expect next season to win. And all these YouTubers and social media big accounts thought we hit the jackpot. That is the piece we are missing. Now we have Lukaku up front. We will dominate. It was all rainbows and flowers and sunny days until reality hits. And we used to get crucified all over social media because we said Lukaku is going to be a big mistake. Lukaku is going to be a big mistake. And nobody listened. Now, after everything he's done, you start to see accounts online. What do you think of Lukaku, guys? Would you take him back? What kind of question is that, you idiots? What is that question? As if they don't know the answer. Johnny, if you hit your head in the wall, is it gonna hurt?
Of course, bruv.
I didn't know. It's a joke. These owners, if they think they want to consider bringing Lukaku back, it's disrespecting us. And all these idiots twerking for Todd Bowley and Iqbali, basically they are spitting in your face if they consider bringing Lukaku back. So keep fucking twerking and keep believing in this bullshit process until you wake up when it's too late.
Well, that's the problem. They're all asleep, mate. Everyone's asleep. Everyone doesn't realise what's happening at our football club. And it's always when it's too late. And it is what it is. They've got this ideology, this fucked up faith, blind faith, I call it, that we're gonna be a great club, we're gonna win, and we're gonna compete. And people are actually accepting. If you go on platforms, they're accepting top 4 next year. That's what they're accepting.
Yes.
Bruv, we spent 600 million. What are you accepting top 4 for?
You'll be in surprise if you expect to win the league next year. That's what that's what I'm being told. Well, how are you okay with us spending 600 million? Forget about us being absolute shit this year, right? When you go and spend more than £500 million on a team, you ask anyone, you expect to win a league with this much money spent, according to these owners that know what they're doing, and I'm supposed to trust them. So why do you want me not to expect to win the league if Pochettino is an elite manager, and if the data-driven process is amazing, and we know what we're doing, and you see people saying it's a genius, it's the best appointment. So if we're amazing, and the manager is amazing, and the club owners know what they're doing, why am I not supposed to expect us winning the league next season?
Facts.
And guess what? Nothing less than winning the league or Champions League, or I'm going to be Pochettino out. I'm not trusting nothing. You have to show me that you are actually competing to win a league. And participation is not a trophy. Chelsea always been a team that doesn't participate to participate. They actually try to win, and they win. We are winners. Now we have people giving Arteta as an example and showing clips of Spurs goals and how they used to play under Pochettino. And they're showing clips of Pochettino showing his passion and all of that. On my books, Pochettino is not a garbage manager. He's not an absolute shit manager, but he's not proven to be an elite manager for Chelsea FC. This is gambling again and again.
Oh, they love a gamble, these guys. They love a gamble. They do love a gamble. The funny thing is, we had every opportunity to build upon the chemistry that Tuchel built with us, and build with him and give him the key so that he can build a team, and we can build upon what we've already been set up and accomplished with Tuchel. They didn't want to do that, so they got rid of Tuchel. They brought in some mid-table mentality, no experience, one fuckle FC merchant, and then expect us to miraculously build some sort of patterns of play, chemistry, development. It doesn't work like that. You can't have Champions League winners in your team and bring in a manager that's won fuck all, and you've got more winning medals than this gaffer, and expect him to motivate these guys and to challenge and to be up there and get top four. You're a joker. Mm-hmm. And then you expect to bring in this guy, Pochettino, who's won nothing in the Premier League. He's almost there because all he's there is to develop players. And build what? Chemistry? How have we been able to build chemistry, when we've had, 115 changes all season? What chemistry are you building? The fact that the gaffers ain't even allowed to try and build some sort of chemistry at training ground because you've got Iqbali and Bowley there at the training ground. You got them dictating the team selections. You got them telling the gaffer who he can and can't play. So when you talk about fucking building patterns of playing chemistry, who are you doing that with? What manager's going to be able to do it when you've got dictators above you? Don't bring nonsense, bruv, in the chat, because it winds me up. And we haven't competed for a title. What? We haven't competed for a title since Conte. Yeah, we fucking well know that. But I'll tell you what we have done. We've gone and won a Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. That's what we have gone and done. That's why we got the 2 stars. That's why you could go and banter all the London clubs. Yeah, you don't write off your history. You keep fucking building on it. And these owners have come in here, spent 600 million and sent us worse for it. Don't bring me nonsense, bruv.
600 million, and we're not supposed to expect a league title next season under an elite manager because they call him elite. Nothing less than a league title. Nothing.
You know what? We weren't even ready to go for the title under Tuchel, but we were building towards it. Do you know what Tuchel did do, though? He guaranteed us top 4 back to back. Even Lampard got us top 4. Look where we are now. You can't even buy a win. You can't even buy a goal. Because these fucking supporters are so deluded, bruv, that they think that the managers are this shit. That they actually don't think that the ownership are literally dipping their fingers in every fucking part of Cobham. All right? And they are dictating everything that happens at our football club. And everyone goes, but why are we playing so bad? Why are the players so shit? Why are we not getting any patterns of play? Why are we having... Why? Because of the ownership. It's no one else. Potter's not even that bad of a gaffer. He's not elite, we know that, but he's not bad. Why are people so adamant to throw these nonsense points out in debates? You're debating with fishes, bruv. You're debating with sheep. No mind. Jellyfishes everywhere, bruv. There's jellyfishes everywhere. You know what? Since this ownership's come in, they've literally infested our whole fan base. They've turned them into jellyfish. No brains. They just go wherever the Matt Laws and the Ornsteins and the Ben Jacobs and all the Nizar Kinsellas go, bruv. They just go. They float, man. They go wherever it takes them, wherever the ownership take them. Yeah, they've got no mind of their own. All right? They're so blinded by all this PR, this bullshit thrown around everywhere. All right? That's the problem we got in our fan base, that their winning mentality is gone. It's all process, build. Let's try and get top 4, guys. Let's give this guy another chance. Let's give Potter a chance. Let's give this guy No, we want elite, bruv. What are we waiting for? Why are you accepting this? Why are you accepting the ownership to do this to us? Fuck me.
People saying we have to be realistic. Is it realistic? We have a squad worth more than $1 billion. Not to expect to be competing at the top level. Why are we 11th? Why?
You go and give Pep 600 million, $1 billion, bruv. You give any of these gaffers, top gaffers, $1 billion. They're fucking dominating, man. And they're expected to win everything. Right?
John,
but with us, no, it's all right. Give him this a couple seasons. Let him build the team. Why? Shall I tell you why? Because they're going to spend 600 million and buying fucking youth players. All right? So we got no choice but to develop these players because we're not buying anything that's established. Nothing of experience. No real fucking level of minerals, bro. It's all potential minerals. It's all, we might have to dig out these minerals in every player. We're not buying established minerals generals, ones that are winners, ones that bring experience, a level of balance to our team. Or when you look at Real Madrid, are they a youth team? Are they a youth team? Is Man City a youth team? Are Liverpool a youth team? Are Man United a youth team? Are Barcelona a youth team? No. So why should we accept being a youth team?
Disneyland.
Muppets.
Disneyland, my friend. Disgusting.
When Roman went out in the market, he'd go and buy, your Ballaks, bruv. Your established players, man. All right? And you bring these established players and you automatically see a difference and you can rely on them in the big games. They know, they've had the experience. When you got young kids, they haven't got that. They've got to learn on the job in the Premier League, in the hardest, most relentless league in the world. And these clowns are bringing in players from different markets in Europe, all right? Thinking that they're going to just develop and be Premier League proven. Not every player from Europe can handle the Premier League. You can't just go by data and potential. It doesn't work. It's not sustainable.
Roman made mistakes. I've criticized Roman.
Of course he has.
But the difference is, I was never a fan of Marina Granovskaya either, by the way, at all. I said Marina out. I never wanted her. I think she's one of the big reasons why we are at this state as well. She was the one who bought Lukaku instead of Haaland. When we could have easily splashed the cash and got Haaland, we would have destroyed the league under Tuchel. Top of the league until December. And then we collapsed. Why we collapsed? Because we never bought a backup for Reece James. We didn't buy a backup for Ben Chilwell. We destroyed Juve. And then we get a lot of injuries and we completely capitulated because we didn't have a proper bench. And then we collapsed after being top of the league for half the season. But this is the thing. The difference between, I mentioned Roman went that back because the difference between Abramovich and these cunts is that Abramovich is a football fan. He's passionate about the club. He watched the game before he bought Chelsea. He loved the sport. You cannot question, even if you disagreed with Roman's decisions, because he's made some crazy decisions across the years. You have no doubt that Roman cared about the club. You had no doubt about his intentions towards the club. There is nothing that suggests that Todd Bowley and Iqbali and co care about the club. There is nothing suggests, no indication or proof that anything they have done is systemically organized, showing me any sign that they know what they're doing. The first thing they did, they got rid of everyone. They sacked an elite manager because of personal reasons, not because of professional football reasons. Then they appoint another manager who doesn't have enough experience before they appoint a DOF, director of football. And then they're saying they want to build the structure in an organized way, and they want to do an exhaustive process and data driven. Well, how do you appoint a fucking manager before you figure out who's gonna be the technical director and the director of football? How?
You can't do it. Everything's backwards with these lot. Everything. And the thing with Roman is, Roman made mistakes, but he loved our club, man. And his main priority was to win and be the best club in the world, in Europe, everything. That's what he wanted for Chelsea. These guys are showing us nothing of that. Nothing. I believe they're just there to destroy us. Simple as. I don't see anything else to suggest that they're not doing anything otherwise.
Everyone wanted a Roman Abramovich at their club. Everyone. You have now rival fans taking the piss at Chelsea because of these two owners. Since when Chelsea fans accept to be mudded by the likes of Arsenal? Even Spurs fans taking the piss, saying we're finished. And Chelsea, Mark Goldbridge the other day, I saw a video and he was spot on, even though I don't like him, but he was spot on. He's like, this is not the Chelsea that they used to be. This is not how Chelsea is. Because everyone feared Chelsea. All of these guys, they feared Chelsea. They envied us. They were jealous. They are all now saying that is not the Chelsea that they used to be. Simon Jordan, I think, Simon Jordan, he even said, this is not. I thought Chelsea, they wanted to win. Nothing they have done suggests that they actually prioritize winning. What people are mistaken with, there is a difference between trying to make money by winning and building a brand from winning, like Manchester City, and then building and making money by selling players and developing youth and investing in that. Why don't we do both? Why can't we do both? They don't want to do both.
You know what they should have done, Julius, right? Is sack of all this this Pochettino nonsense, right? Go to the end of the season and actually get your director of football first. Actually go and get one. Because Christian Vivell, what's he there for? If you couldn't even get Nagelsmann, what's he there for?
No, but
he's there for Red Bull.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Because he was one of the key founders of that model in Germany. He was one of the key people there. That's why they got him. And listen, I'm not against that from a business perspective. But you have to also invest in winning. Bring me a manager that can win. By the way, people say, oh, Luis Enrique hasn't coached in 7 years in a club. Man, why does that matter? Why does it matter?
He's won the treble. He's one of the few gaffers in history that's won the treble.
His kid died. His kid passed away. He took a break after he left coaching football clubs because his child died. He wanted the space. Then he took on Spain, and that Spanish team is utter garbage. This is not Spain 15 years ago, the one that Luis Enrique was managing. This is what people are. They lost 3-0 to Scotland recently. They don't have anyone. They don't have the names they used to have. Spain is not that good anymore, and he got them to play amazing football. And another thing, by the way, he coached Barca B, so he has experience coaching youth. And all the Barcelona players said he's the best manager they worked with. A lot of them, not all of them. I think Jordi Alba said that about him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So he, for me, and I thought, if you bring someone like him, he has experience with youth. He coached in the academy in Barcelona. He's a winner. He's won a treble. By the way, Johnny, that's another thing. You cannot be a shit manager and win 9 trophies in and basically 1 season, almost season and a half. You cannot be a shit manager and win a treble. You can't. These things are not by luck. You could luck out winning a cup, but you cannot luck out winning a treble.
Nah, that means you're just absolute. You're dominating. That's what you are. You're basically perfect in every position, tactically, game management wise, setup wise, everything. You have to be perfect in everything to win a treble.
And by the way, Pochettino, I said it. We're not saying he's shit, but what I'm saying, he's not proven enough. So he could turn out to be unbelievably amazing for Chelsea. Who knows? But this is where I'm focusing with people, but nobody is paying attention. The fact we have Ange and company in a list to coach Chelsea is scary. That is not a good sign. Do you thick minds get it?
No, they don't get it.
It's not a good sign.
They've been given that list by the owners.
That's why people are focusing, but Pochettino is exciting. Listen, forget Pochettino. The fact we have names like Company and Ange in a list to coach Chelsea is scary. The fact that we sacked Potter and considered these 3 names, and I'm not saying Pochettino is Potter. I believe Pochettino is better than Potter, for sure better. And he has more experience. He coached in Champions League. He was at PSG, whatever. I'll give the guy his credit. But that's not good enough.
But it's the thing, Jack Jones, yeah? You say, okay, Enrique isn't coming, so what elite manager, as of right now, that's available will come? All they had to do was change what they wanted to do to bring Enrique in, but they didn't want to do that. You see, what these owners are doing restricts them to the choice of gaffers. That's why they have to go for Pochettino. If you go anything under Pochettino, because you're only going to get him or that level underneath to accept your model and your demands of these owners, you're down already. You're not going to get... What I'm trying to say is, no elite gaffer. This model does not fit any elite gaffer. It will not work. No elite gaffer will accept it. So you ain't getting one. And that's my point. It's the owners that are stopping us from getting the elite gaffer, not the elite gaffers.
100%.
This is what people don't understand.
They're not understanding it. They don't want to understanding it. The thing is, there is Ancelotti and Hansi Flick. People say, but he's not. Man, we spent 40 million on Potter. 40 mil. Money talks.
Yeah, no, I get what he's saying. He's saying he can't change it. My bad. I'm not saying... What I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to everyone is their model cannot collaborate with an elite gaffer. So therefore, we are having to accept whatever they give us. And that's why I'm saying the supporters have to make a stand. They have to make a stand, bro. And they're not going to. So it is what it is, bruv. Everyone accept it. The princess mindset.
Yeah, exactly. He's asking which available manager can we get. I just said Hansi Flick is available when you put the money. When you show the money, he becomes available.
Everyone's available if the money's right and the project's right.
Exactly.
And their project ain't right. Their project ain't right.
You're asking who's available. Enrique is available.
Yeah, he's actually available. He's free. He wanted to take the Real Madrid game. He wanted to be there for the Real Madrid game. He was asked at the airport. They said, "Oh, what do you think about we go Chelsea, Real Madrid?" He says, "Well, hopefully Real Madrid get knocked out." Do you know what I mean? He's up for it. He was laughing. He's joking. He wants the gaffer's role at Chelsea. He wants to come to the Premier League. He's the perfect fit for Chelsea. He's fiery. He's a winner. He's proven. He's got a blueprint of football. He's got Johan Cruyff DNA in him. He's a pressing machine. He's possession football. He can handle the media. He can handle the press. The supporters will love him. It's a win-win in every department. But these clowns of owners don't want to give us that gaffer because he doesn't want their fucking model. He doesn't want to be told, "I want to give you all kids. I want to have some sort of proven players as well. I want a commander in the middle. I need this. I need that. You need to help me. If you want me to cook and land the minerals, you need to give me the supplies, bro." Yeah? And they're not willing to do that. So it's down to the ownership stopping us as a football club, moving in the right direction, the elite direction. And I blame them. And I will not stop blaming them. And every supporter should blame them. But most of the supporters are all asleep. They don't know they don't know nothing, bro. They don't know nothing, man. Like I say, they're all jellyfish now. They're Bowley's jellyfish. Literally. Bowley and Barley's jellyfish merchants. That's what they are. Big up to Colin. Says Poch is better than Potter, but worse than Tuchel. And that's the issue. Backwards under Bowley. Facts. That's what we're saying, Colin. Exactly right. He's still a downgrade on Tuchel. Still. Whereas if I got Enrique, I'd go, "Oh, actually, hold on a minute. This could be on par, if not an upgrade." Because of what you're buying with Enrique. What you're buying into is his whole brand and everything he is. You know what I mean? Facts. Tired, bruv.
People are looking to score points. Basically, everyone is trying to say, yeah, I was right. I know what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm gonna back Pochettino when he becomes officially.
Well, he still isn't here, bruv.
Yeah, but as long as I have a brain and I have an opinion, I'm gonna raise it. And if I see something wrong, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna back him. Do you think we're gonna be wishing Chelsea losing? I said, and Johnny said, we're happy to be in the mud if we lift the Premier League at the end of next season.
Oh, yeah, of course. If he wins the Premier League and this, yeah, of course, bro. We'll take it all day long.
I'll zip it. I will zip it. And happily say I'm an idiot. But that's not going to happen.
No. It's not happening.
And all these people who are defending the owners, none of them can justify one point on what the owners have done since they came in that shows us why we should trust them. Give me one reason why we should trust them. None of the people who are defending the owners can give it. Zero.
I'm just done with. I'm done with. This is the thing, right? Everyone on social media, the majority, the masses, they all believe everything they read, and that's where we're down. We're down already there. What Bowley and Iqbali have done is divide the fan base, and when you divide the fan base, it's easier to manipulate. Because you've always got friction. You've always got a battle. You got people that believe that side. You got people that believe the other side.
You know, John, this is if they can get it wrong. In my opinion, appointing Pochettino is the worst decision. And let me give you one small reason. Forget about everything else. Chelsea fans, including the people who are rooting for him, will not be patient with him because he's a ex-Spurs. And you cannot, this is a new trend right now. Why should we care if he's an ex-Spurs? Listen, you may be right. Why should we care? Man, you cannot suddenly deny he's an ex-Spurs. You can't just pretend that is not a factor. So from even a business decision, this is such a stupid decision. You literally appointed a manager. We lose 2 games back to back. Watch the scene. Watch what's gonna happen. People will not be patient with Pochettino, and that's a fact. A lot of the people who are also now hoping and thinking, yeah, we'll look forward to it. He's decent. We lose 2 games back to back. It's over. People are gonna turn on him real quick. It's a stupid decision to appoint an ex-Spurs manager. It's just plain stupid.
It shows no, they have no understanding of what they're doing here.
No.
They don't care. They don't know our club. They don't know football. They don't understand the heritage. So you're down in every department. They don't know anything, these guys, man.
Yeah.
They don't know anything. And they're running.
We lose the London Derby, John.
ground.
We lose the London Derby. Shit is gonna go down. Because Poch as the manager is gonna be even worse. Imagine we lose to Spurs with him as a manager.
Oh, don't.
This is what I'm saying. It's not a smart decision. It's just not a smart decision.
You've got to divide before he's even started. You've got people that are on his back before he's even started. You know what each get an elite gaffer and we'll all be behind him, and it's better environment, guys. These guys are not thinking that way. They don't care, man. Julius, they don't give a shit, bro. They don't care. All they care about is making sure that their investments and stocks rise. So therefore, they're bringing in a gaffer who's the best to develop, that some supporters will accept, or the majority of the supporters will accept, because he's worked in the Premier League. That's it. That's the main deciding factor for them. Everything else, we'll deal with it with PR and marketing and journos. Everything else, we'll cover it up. Done. You know, they're not going to change. These owners are not going to change.
Someone who doesn't know the offside rule, don't expect him to know that the history of the rivalry between us and Spurs.
No, they don't. They don't.
They have no clue.
No. The fact that they want to bring Lukaku back, oh my word, bruv.
By the way, people saying, oh, maybe we should give it if Pochettino wants him. Why not? We can try. Hey, what are you're paying someone 300 plus K a week to score you 12 goals a season at best? Is that worth 300 a week? 325?
Over 400, mate.
400? Is that what? Like, what are you doing? And you're telling me we're not gonna give Mason Mount a contract? Oh my God! So you're okay paying someone that will at best get you 12 goals the whole season, but we should sell Mount because he's demanding a lot of money. Go fuck yourselves.
Facts. And Minerals landed. And also British Patriots landed beauty. We know that we got a Spurs director on the ball, didn't we?
Jonathan Goldstein.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now we want Poch, we want Kane. Let's bring Daniel Levy as well as our director of football.
I reckon Levy's advising him. He's bringing that Spursy mentality to Chelsea.
And since he's the developer of the stadium, he'll just might as well build another replica of the Spurs stadium so I can feel at home.
Yeah. Fucking joke, man.
He's probably giving them advice. On the
yeah. These guys listen to everyone. They go for meals with everyone. They go for meals with all the football owners. Do you think all the football owners are going to do anything for your benefit? Are you that stupid, man? That's what I mean. I think they're just there to destroy us, Julius. I think they're just there to sabotage us, milk us, launder money through us. That's what they're there for. They're not there to make Chelsea a great club. We've been sold out to UK government, bruv. Literally.
And this is why I was against Jim Ratcliffe as well buying us, because he's a United fan. You cannot convince me you support. Imagine you support since you were a child a team, and then you buy a rival team, and then all of a sudden you're gonna like it. You're buying it for the money, and that's it. You're not gonna have the passion. Chelsea,
Just everything that they're doing, I don't have any confidence or
it's
faith.
money. It's Johnny. It's money. Chelsea is in the best area in London. We all know the club's appreciation value is going up like crazy. In 10 years, Chelsea is going to be worth 2 times what it's worth today, even if they don't spend a single penny on it. Just leaving it as is, you bought it for 4 billion in 2022. In 2032, you'll sell it for 8-9 billion. It's guaranteed money. It's a no-brainer for these billionaires to buy these clubs. But the difference is some care about winning and want to actually win because they are passionate about the sport, the game. They want to build a club that can reach their ambition and dreams, their vision.
You know what it is, Julius, though? It's like, it's not even that. Yes, he's come from Spurs, all right, blah, 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 yeah. Because that's when you think of Pochettino, you think of Spurs. But for me, it's the major thing that I've got an issue with is that he's not won anything like of real importance.
No.
Because
No,
the League One is like, for Paris Saint-Germain, it's a given. Yeah.
listen,
That's like well, that's the same feeling I had with Nagelsmann as well, with Bayern Munich. You know,
yeah, not enough experience.
it's like they're still not elite. They're not elite. They're not
And
like full
Poch could
winners.
become elite at Chelsea. He could. I'm not saying it's impossible. He could. Who knows? And I'm saying I'll celebrate it and I'll zip it. But the intention to appoint someone like that again after it went so wrong is a huge red flag. This is what people are not understanding. Everyone's like, support, back him. He might succeed. This man, we will back him. We will. But just understand this point. The fact that these people are appointing someone like this again and listing people like company and etc. is not a good sign. It just shows their vision, that project that you want us to support and to trust is not really what you think it is.
And it's also going to take a very long time. Long time. You're talking 4 or 5 years before you even think about a trophy. Literally.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Chelsea not going without a trophy for 5-6 years?
I can't. No, I can't.
Right. Well, that's what this project is. I'm not saying like Pochettino come to Chelsea. It's a different club, different animal. We know that, but it's not behind the scenes.
Or even winning one trophy, and like look at United. They've won like 2 trophies or 3 trophies in 10 years. That is what worries me. To win one trophy every few years, a FA Cup or something like that.
Yeah,
FA
but look at the manager they brought in, right? And they're giving him the keys, right?
2 finals.
They got him signed. He's got him into 2 finals. We've won one of them.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put it past Ten Hag beating City in the FA Cup.
I have a feeling they could, man. Like there is, yeah. I think because there is a trouble on the line. United, if these players at United have any ounce of honor and dignity, they should spit blood that game to win it, to stop City winning the treble. Because that has a big on like impact on their
I still think I got this feeling. I think Real Madrid will beat him. I just think that they'll do it.
I don't know, man. I'm worried. That trouble is worrying me.
Well, we have to see, but
I
yes,
want them to win the league. If they win the league in the FA Cup and lose champs, that's the perfect scenario. I just don't want them to win a treble. That is really, really scary, and it's gonna cement City as a serious club while we are celebrating achieving top 4 next season.
But yet people don't respect Enrique.
People believe Pochettino is going to be able to compete versus Pep club. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Johnny, I have a meeting at work in 2 minutes.
No worries, geezer.
Always a pleasure. And keep at it, man.
Standard, bro. Big up to you for coming on. Landing the minerals, mate.
Big up.
Proper.
Talk
Up
soon.
the Chelsea, bro.
Up the Chelsea. Talk
Let's
soon.
go. Big up Chelsea Old Boy says, sorry, bat ran out. Big up Minerals FC Ultras up the Chelsea. Big up to every single one of you. What are the likes saying, guys? Are we on good likes or what? Smash them likes. Let me know what the likes are saying. It's nothing personal, bruv. Jack Jones, nothing personal, bruv. Absolutely nothing, bruv. British Patient says, Johnny, you got me set up. It got me to set up the Twitter. I'm gonna spread a message. I won't stand this. I may not get heard, man, but I'm trying in every way I can. We need to change. It's now or never. Fact. I think everyone needs to play their role to try and send a message that we don't accept this nonsense. It's all down to the model. Everything's about the model and what they're instilling at the football club more than just the gaffer. It's the players that the gaffer dictates the model. If you go and get an elite gaffer, their model changes because their vision has to change, their structure has to change, the players that they buy has to change, the players that they sell has to change. You have to, that it's a big part of us moving forward in the right direction. But the moment you don't bring in that elite gaffer, it's going to be what it is. It's going to be, hopefully we win along the way. And we just need to develop these players and build a super youth team and reap the rewards in 5, 6, 7 years. By the time that comes, the ownership will come to an end. And that's it. They cash in. That's what it's all about, guys. So it is what it is. Accept it for what it is. Piss poor likes. We should have 200 likes in here, guys. Big up to DeFreezy, big up to A, big up to Chelsea. Always smash the likes, please. The work, facts, and shoveling and stress our Johnny does for us. Chelsea Ultras should be respected. Up the Minerals FC. They don't know anything, bruv. Nothing is changing, but let's hold on. It's going to be a bumpy journey. It is going to be. It's going to be stressful, no doubt. No doubt it's going to be stressful, bruv. Now we're not playing for anything. We just need to get 40 points. The fact that we're saying we've got to hit 40 points is embarrassment in itself. But it is what it is, mate. We have to see what happens. But big up to every single one of you guys. Smash the piece of the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button as well. We've got the Minerals FC membership, and make sure you put all your comments down below in the description and support the channel as you always do. Respect every single one of you. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys for coming on. Big up to Julius as well, and everyone in the chat supporting the channel. Adam says, let's hope Pochettino gets creative control at our club for transfers and lock the owners out of the dressing room. I don't know, Adam. I just don't know. I don't know if they're going to put a clause in the contract. It's all about the contract now, Pochettino. What's he got in the contract? Has he listened to Arsene Wenger? Interesting. We want to know. Either way, I'll find out. But we need time to pass for us to understand and see what gets reported, guys. Cursor says Chelsea are amongst clubs lurking for 20-year-old Anderlecht goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen. This is it, guys. This is the model at Chelsea. We're looking at 20-year-olds galore. Fuck it. I can't, man. I can't do it anymore. I can't accept this shit. They're fucking deluded, man. These owners are clowns. Clowns. We're a development club now. That's what we are. So they can walk in and out of the dressing room and have kids around them. Fuck off. I'm done. I'm locking off. That sent me off the edge. I'm not doing it. But big up to every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button, like button, all that jazz. Comment down below. Big up to every single one of you. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.